Hello to my amazing, lovely tribe of humans. Elizabeth Caraballo here from Elizabeth Maria Collection. So you can find that online on Facebook. There's a page. And I have a website. Woo woo! It's my excitingness for the new year. That's elizabethmariacaraballo.com. I'll be sure to put a link below. So today, hey Roger. So today, I gotta be real with you, folks. Today, it was over before it began for me. I don't even know what happened with the time. When you have children, it seems like the weekends are a mad dash to fit everything in that you can't do on the weekdays. So I figured let's just do this live. Let's do this live, and I'm praying for wisdom and strength. I'm praying to be a hollow bone and to understand the highest order of this card so that I can actually have a positive influence and represent myself and these cards with the utmost of respect. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for chilling out with me. Hopefully you guys are having a nice night. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, and today we're having a drizzly day. I actually was at my nephew's football game, and it was raining towards the end. I had my umbrella and my blanket, and I was all auntie on the field. So I am going to shuffle up a little bit, and I'm just going to wait till I feel like the card is ready. I'll give you some tips about cards. I have a relationship with these cards, actually. I've had them since I was 19, and I am not 19, so it's been quite a while. And so when I keep my cards in a little bag or something that's just perfectly sized, it's nondescript, and when I'm not using them, I keep them in there. And when I pull them out, I take a couple minutes and I just shuffle them. And I literally imagine my energy going from the center of my palms into my cards. And I just shuffle for a while without any kind of purpose to pull a card. I'm just syncing up with them, getting my juju ready. Now, there are as many ways to do dishes you can pull a card. So this is how I do it. This is what works best for me. I believe that simplicity is the key, and I don't have a lot of over-the-top ritual. I feel like the consistency of myself is what's most important. So I'm just gonna let them go a little bit. So I don't shuffle them like cards because these are super gigantic in my hands. It doesn't work well, and they end up getting all bent, and I don't like that. So I literally just pick up a chunk in the middle, and with this thumb, I hold it down, and I just let it, and there goes one. So before I pick it up, I just give myself a second, and I'm like, is this the right card? And if I feel like, then I do it. If I feel like, then I don't do it. That's basically how that goes. And actually right now, I feel like, yeah, let's go for it. I'm a little adventurous too. So, this is a great card. This is the Hawk. It's a great card. So the hawk is a bird of prey. I don't have it totally memorized, but it's one of my favorite books. One of my favorite cards. But I will also share with you, I think I say that about every single card. Probably why I've been using this deck for so long, because I love them all. Oh, so the hawk is the messenger. So the hawk, so not every single one of these cards necessarily has an equal in all things, but in this one they talk about the hawk is akin to Mercury, which is a messenger. This is a card that is asking you to be observant, to look at your surroundings, that life is sending you signals. And this, to me, this card represents a lot of what I feel symbolism is. I love these cards because they are based on symbolism, and I love symbolism. And I believe that symbolism, can I say that the word again, is around us at all times. And I believe strongly that it is those cues that are sent to us from God, Source, the universe, to help us make better decisions. and to kind of guide us into different ways. And I think you hook up with the symbolisms that you're willing to. Hi, Beatrice. You hook up with the symbolisms that you're resonating with, and that is definitely based off of where you're at in your frequency. So if my frequency is kind of like in doubt and despair, the symbols that are going to pop up for me are actually going to be resonating on that vibe. So if there's a symbolism next to me and I'm at despair and I'm in anger or something, and there's a symbol that's put in my path that's saying joy, 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 I probably won't see that symbol. It's not going to brighten my eyes because it's not necessarily where I'm at. Now there's a spectrum, like there's hopefulness and stuff, and then there's like way down there. Hi, Panya. It's so nice to meet you. I hope I said your name correctly. And so there's a spectrum of things. If it's kind of close to there, then you'll probably see it, but otherwise you won't. And so the symbolism is so very much up to the individual person and into the scope that you're willing to accept. So, but this card is really an intuitive ability to discern that message that's being carried to you. And one of the things that I really want to share, and today I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Hi, sister! My sister's on there. See, her name's Naomi Caraballo. I like her so much. One of the things that I'm excited to share, and I'm kind of excited I got this card. It talks a lot about what I was saying, that your capacity to perceive really determines your capacity to receive. So your capacity to perceive determines your capacity to receive. So if you're not willing to believe in things that are above where you're at, if you're really upset and someone's like, oh, look on the bright side, you're like, screw the bright side, there's no bright side. Okay, well, then you're not ready to receive whatever the bright side would be at that moment. That's how that goes. So I'm going to put this book away, and I'm just going to talk a couple minutes about what I really wanted to share about symbolism, and I haven't had the moment to share it, and I really feel like this is a great time. Symbolism is everywhere, and like I said, it's going to resonate with where you're at. So the truth is, in every day and every moment, there's an opportunity for you to find that $1 million idea, or for you to find that devastating moment that could break it all. They're all around you at all times because possibility is endless, and it's perpetual, and it's ever present. So the real trick here is to tune yourself up so that you can start finding the symbols and the clues and the hints that you're being given with your own intuitiveness that are going to take you to that next level, that are going to help you. Because you've got a spectrum. So if I'm right here, I can go a little bit further low, and I could go a little bit further high. So let me do it this way. If I'm right here, I can get a little bit up, or I can get a little bit down. So this spectrum is what I'm going to be able to receive. If I take the time to, let's say I'm at hope, okay? If I take the time to affirm that hopeful stance, which means I'm going to take some time to get quiet, put my hand on my heart, I'm going to become focused and centered, I'm going to talk to myself about that hopefulness, I'm going to amp it up. If I've got weird little feelings that make me feel gross or yucky or doubtful, I'll take a time to address that, to absorb it, to love it, to transmute it, and then I'm there again, okay? So again, like I say every time, you got to put the time in. There's work to be had. But here's the deal. When you get to that place and you can affirm hope, then you're more likely to see what's up here and really be able to ignore or dismiss what's down here. All right. So then you start seeing these symbols, these hopes, and then you find it, and then you follow it, and then you pursue that. So then it takes you up a little higher. So then you take a moment and you affirm that, you celebrate that. Hey, Rachel, you affirm that and celebrate that, like one notch up, one notch up. You're like, oh, that was great. I saw it. I followed it. It provided for me. It allowed. I got to meet somebody. I got to do something. I got a great idea. I'm gaining momentum. Okay. And then you celebrate that. And then you're like, wow, that's great. And then you go a little bit up from hope into like joyfulness, right? So then you get there and you're like, oh, that's really great. And then anything that's holding you back from there, like little tiny doubts or some odd feeling or someone said just an off comment, you take that, you look at it, you love it, you give it some space, you put a little juju into it, you transmute it, and then you're like, okay, I feel solid in this one place. And now you're looking at the symbols, and now you have this higher scope. So that's how symbolism works. It's not like a magical key that you're going to find one piece of symbolism. It's going to shoot you up to the sky. That's not what it's about. It's about showing you where you're at and then giving you a choice, a spectrum of choices that's a little bit higher where you're at or a little bit lower. That's why I love symbolism, because I'm a little rebellious. I've always made choices that are a little like, really, Liz? Okay, good luck with that. And I'm like, yeah, I get crazy about it. But I love the aspect of choice. To me, choice is everything. Let me choose for myself. I want to choose. And you know what? Sometimes I don't make the greatest choices. I don't. When I was a kid, I was like, I'm going to go to Taiwan. Woo! And I just went. We went without visas. We landed in a communist country without visas. Like, hey, we're like 20-somethings. What are we doing? Not the best choice. But I'm so glad I did that. I learned so much. I got there and I made some stupid choices when I was there, because I'm a little bit rebellious. But damn it, I love the fact that I can make a choice. I get to choose. Do I choose to upset you sometimes? Maybe. But I'm going to choose to be real to what I want, what I need, and what I feel the next step is. And all along the way, I have a spectrum of symbolism, a spectrum of symbols and hints and clues and things that I can start clicking on. Once I make my choice where on that spectrum I want to point my little nose, right? And the hawk is really about messages, to be perceptive, to hone into your own sense of intuition and to take the clues and to discern for yourself where you're going to go. And that is really why I love symbolism, because it's not like some sort of divination that's like, oh, and then a man will come and da-da-da-da, and you're going to find, and then you will feel, and your planet's going to make you feel this way. No, it's saying, listen, I gave you a symbol. I gave you a choice. I gave you a little spectrum of them. How do you feel? Okay, great, because that's going to tell you what you're going to see. And then after that, you get to choose. You get to choose again. How do you want to feel? And then that's going to determine what you see. And then after that, you find what you see. It's just like this perpetual thing. And you can even sink down. You could be like, doop, 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 like snot on a doorknob and just fall all the way off of it. And still have the choice to point your nose and find the next step. Point your nose and you find the next step. You point your nose, you find the next step. You get open, you talk to more people, and it just builds upon itself. Hi, Carmen, you made it. Yes, you did. So I was talking about symbolism and choice because we pulled the hawk card today, and the hawk is about the messenger and listening to your intuitions and taking in the symbols and things that you're being presented. But what I wanted to take home, what I wanted to drive home is that that's not just saying, oh, I got the messenger, I'm going to get the symbol. It's about going, I'm going to get the symbol that's closest to where I already am. So if I'm at hopefulness, I might have a symbol that takes me a little bit further or a little bit above. I'm going to have that spectrum, but I get to choose. I get to choose where I'm going to go. And I love that. I love that chance to choose. And I think it's the luxury of being a woman today in this earth more than ever before. There are so many women that still don't have the right to choose so much. And I love the fact that I do. I can even choose to fuck up. Oops, sorry, that was a bad word. Sorry, there's no censoring on this thing. But I can. I can choose to be a total jackass and do something off the rails because I got an itch in my pants and I want to do something crazy. And then I can choose to be like, it's okay, I can fix it. And then I do. I just think that this stuff gets me alive. It is just the juice to it all. You want to be a hermit? You choose to be a hermit. And then you line up with that hermitness, and then you will find the symbols that will make hermit life available to you. You want to be crazy and walk around without a bra all day? You be crazy and walk around without a bra all day. And you'll find things that'll sync you up with a perfect existence where you won't have sweaty underboobs. To all the men that watch this, thank you for being patient with my feminine talk, but this is the age of the woman uprising. It really is. And it's not a rebellion. It's just women are finally becoming comfortable with taking their seat in this whole matter, to realizing that we absolutely have choices and we're always guided to our best interest if we're willing to take a choice and take a stand and go there. If we're willing to be okay with a couple mistakes while we find our way. It's just the nature of it. We're so blessed to do that. Who would have known that this little hawk would have started me on this rant today? And I also think that maybe I had a little chip on my shoulder when I first started this. Maybe. Maybe I was a little agitated with 10,000 children in a rainy football field. But I chose to stay. I chose to enjoy it. I chose to do this anyway. Even though I'm not prepared at all to do this today, like normally I research, I write my article, I didn't. And I literally thought about this on my 45-minute ride home going, am I going to do this today? I'm really not prepared the way I normally am. And I'm like, you know what? My commitment to myself was to show up every day for 30 days, because when you take one habit and you do it every day for 30 days, something magical happens. You build a new muscle and you see yourself through a new lens, and you realize I have more choices than I ever thought possible. All right, my lovely, beautiful women, thank you so much for the hearts, and thank you so much for the laughy faces and the thumbs up. I am so excited. So, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I totally just thought of this morning, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's crazy talk. And then I realized, you know what? I choose to be crazy. That's how I keep my life spicy. I ain't got no romance going on. I got to make this spicy. And I have a crazy daughter, so that helps too. So next week, I'm going to offer, I have a couple Facebook groups that are my favorites. So in those Facebook groups, I'm going to offer some free 20-minute readings with me, and I'll draw a card specifically for you in our 20-minute reading. But since you are my people, I'm going to offer it to you first. So when I put up the link, I'll do a live about it to draw your attention, to give you a chance. So I'm going to give 10 to the women on my group, on like just this, my personal page, my people. I only have like 400 friends, like friends. I love saying it. Sounds so stupid, but you get what I'm saying. So I'm going to choose, I'm going to do for 10 women, and it's going to be a first come, first serve. I can't choose like who deserves. That's too much pressure for me. I'm going to do this on Monday. So if you have the day off, I know a lot of people have MLK day off. If you have it off, you'll have a good chance. And then I'm going to be in Leimomi's group, and I'm going to be in the Soul Sister Collective. And I'm probably going to do it in the Infinite Receivers, because those ladies are just on fire all the time, and they're just so much fun. And I have one more group. I'm going to choose one of Monique Alvarez's groups, because that's my girl. I love her. All right, so 4 groups. They're each going to get, I think, 5 20-minute readings. So that's 20 people. And then 10 people from my own personal list, I'll give them a 20-minute reading. They will be free. They will be scheduled out over the next few weeks, because I can't do them all in 1 week. And I just would love to get some of these people like you guys who are always on and encouraging me. I would love to get you in on it. So that's what we're going to do. Woohoo! Spreading the sunshine. Okay, ladies, I think I've been screaming on this thing. Hopefully I haven't blasted your eardrums if you're on headphones. All right, so I am going to write an article about the hawk. I'll probably do it tomorrow morning, and I'll post it on my website like I've been posting for all the other ones. And then I hope to see you guys. So I'll be on tomorrow, and I'll be prepared. I won't be half-assing it like I did today. But thanks for hanging out with me. And remember, the most luxurious thing you can have as a woman and as a human, but really, I got a thing for ladies. I really do. I think women are amazing. The most amazing thing. Hey, Rachel. The most amazing thing you can have is a choice. And so I urge you to make your choices. Make your choices for yourself. Don't be afraid to fuck it up. Damn, I keep saying that word. Don't be afraid to mess it up every once in a while, because you can always make another choice. You have choices. You can make a choice all the time. All right. Mwah! Have a wonderful night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.